Hi friends, welcome back. This is Amol Bhavar from Vidisha Infotech. In a previous video, we learned about the Tally screen, some configurations in Tally. Then we learned about the lists of general ledgers and groups. Then we saw some overview of Tally screens like features of banking, then vouchers, and so on. So in this video we will be covering up with the more advanced features and configurations in Tally ERP9. Here we will be practically creating the general ledgers and groups, and finally we will be creating a trial balance sheet using the data provided. So let's get started. Here is the Tally prime screen. I'll be opening it. Yeah, continue in education mode. So this is my screen. In our previous Tally version, what we have to do is we can directly press F11 and we used to go to the configurations, or we can say we can go to the features of Tally accounting. But in Tally Prime, we cannot go directly to the configuration settings. The configuration settings are bifurcated with each. I will show you practically how it has been bifurcated. So first we will see the configurations which are present here. For the configurations, we'll be going to Tally help, and here I am having settings. In settings, I can set up the language, the country, the startup, and the display screen. Here in our previous version, we used to press F12 key and this language, then country settings, they used to pop up automatically and we used to do the changes. But in Tally Prime, it has been given like this, in this way. So here I will click on the language and my display language, it is English, and I will press enter. So in this way I can change the date and time also. I can change the country also. Here my default country is India. Yeah, I don't need to do any changes. So in this way we can do the changes. And for the other configuration settings, we have to go to the create accounting masters. Now here I am going. Now here I am getting the configuration settings. So the configuration settings are been set, or I can say it has been merged with the tools which we will be going to use in the Tally. The tools in the sense are creating ledger, then creating vouchers in Tally, then we have groups in Tally, cost centers, go downs. So it has been merged with each other. So in each section we will be getting the configuration part. So it becomes easy to configure the things at once only, at one time use only. Or in a previous Tally version it was common for everyone, but here they have separated it for each and every tool. So have you got this? And for each the configuration is different. Here it is. Now this is for groups. So here the group configuration is a bit different. Here I will say yes for more configurations, and here I will get the configurations which I used to get while I was using Tally ERP 9, means in the previous version. So in this way we can do the configuration changes. Here for now, by the time I will press no, and I will exit this. Then same way for ledgers. Here it is, configuration. Here if I want more advanced configuration I will put yes. So in this way you can enable and disable the configurations as per your requirement. Same is for the currency type. Here by default it is a rupee currency, as we are using an Indian country. Here we will do nothing. Then here voucher types. Here we get the settings for how to set up the vouchers, the voucher entries, debit note, credit note can be done here. So you can go through that if you are having the software, or you are not having any software. You can just see the video, means 1 time, 2 times, 3 times you will be getting what I am trying to explain. The configuration I will set up. No. So here what they have did here, they have provided the F2, means the configuration for each and every topic, or we can say each and every object which we will be using in Tally Prime. So for payroll also they have given the setting, the configuration. Here it is. So in this way you can configure your Tally Prime. Now let's move on how to create ledgers, groups and a trial balance in Tally. So for that I will have to click create, and then first of all I will be creating ledgers. But for creating a ledger I require some data. So the data is available in my Word file, so which I will be explaining you. Now before creating the ledgers I have some theory to discuss with. So first of all we have got familiar with a Tally Prime configuration, means that is Tally what in Tally Prime? We have configuration present in each and every tool which we will be using. That is in create ledger, create inventory, then we can say create groups, so that so it is available everywhere, means it has been separated from common to everywhere. So now chart of accounts. Tally Prime follows the double entry system of accounting. It records information by debiting and crediting different ledger accounts using different voucher types depending upon the nature of transactions. It automatically collates the debit and credit amount and arrives at the closing balance of each ledger group or report. Predefined groups of accounting, or we can say predefined groups of accounts. We have seen this in our previous video also, but here we will be seeing in details. There are 28 predefined groups in Tally Prime, which are widely used in chart of accounts of many trading organizations. Out of these, 15 groups are primary groups and the remaining 13 are subgroups. Now, creating account masters in Tally ERP9. Among the 15 predefined groups, 9 groups are balance sheet items and the remaining 6 groups are profit and loss items. However, you may also alter the nomenclature of these predefined groups. That is, we can add our own groups. So Tally gives us the facility to add our own groups. So list of accounts screen is displayed as shown. So in the capital accounts we have reserves and surplus, that is retained earnings. Then in current assets there is bank accounts, cash in hand, deposits, that is assets, loan and advances, that is asset, stock in hand, sundry debtors, that is also assets. Then current liabilities are duties and taxes, provisions, sundry creditors, fixed assets, investments, loans, that is liability. Then bank overdraft account, there is once again a liability. Bank OCC account, over current credit account. Then secured loans, unsecured loans. Then suspense account, miscellaneous expenses, branch and divisions. There, out of this 15 predefined primary groups, the following are 6 predefined groups that are appearing in profit and loss accounts. That is sales, purchase, direct incomes, indirect incomes, direct expenses and indirect expenses. So these are all predefined groups which we will be using all through in Tally ERP9, or we can say Tally Prime. So now creating general ledger with examples. So beg your pardon, as there was slip of tongue. Now we will see. Group is a collection of ledger of the same nature. In business, expenditures like telephone expenses, electricity charges, conveyance are commonly incurred. Ledgers based on these expenditures are called to be used while accounting vouchers are entered. To know the totals of such expenses for any period, that is a week, a month, similar natured expense ledgers are grouped. So ledger accounts heads are the actual account heads with which we identify the transactions. like which I told, that is assets and liabilities are two prime groups in under which we have some of the groups like that, like bank accounts, then cash in hand, deposits. These are the assets, and liabilities like duties and taxes. So current liabilities is a primary group under which we have some subgroups. So is this clear, students? So we will be doing some entries in general ledger. So I will be doing some two, 3 entries, and others you have to do it by yourself, as if I started doing it all by myself, it will be like spoon feeding. So you will also have to perform some practicals with besides me. So first of all, we will be creating proprietor's capital account. So the screen is available here. So what was the name of ledger? Proprietor's capital account. So it will come under the group capital accounts. Here interest calculate, I will say no, I will leave it as it is. Here if I want to provide the address, I can provide the address. If not, I will not provide it. I will not provide. And here enter. And finally I have to put the amount, which is 25,000. 25,000 is my opening balance. Here it is, and here the system of credit means the amount which is to be credited or debited automatically comes as we enter according to the requirement. Yes. So this is my first general ledger created. Then now second is land and buildings. Now land and buildings comes under fixed assets. So I will create it, land and building under fixed assets, with the opening balance of 60,000. I will write land and buildings under fixed assets with a value of 60,000. Here look how it is, as it's a fixed asset, it is debited to my account. And here we have a difference, that is 25,000, and the difference is 35,000. So in this way I will be creating all this. This details will be provided in the description of the video, and according to that you can copy and paste it to your notepad, and you can then try it at your home. So I will do more to ledgers. I will create more to ledgers, that is Milton and Co. under Sundry Debtors, and Caltronics Limited under Sundry Creditors. Then the other four, you have to do it. Milton and Co. Sundry Debtors. That is 15,000. As we have provided them services, they will be debiting the same to our account, and that was bill wise description, and the other is Caltronic Limited for 85,000. Here beg your pardon, I didn't change the thing here, that is Sundry Creditors. This is creditors over here. So here it will automatically change to credit. So here it is. Now I need to view the trial balance. For that, I will be going to the display and trial balance. Here I have seen what I'll be seeing, what are my assets and what are my liabilities, what are my fixed assets and what are my current assets. Okay, so in this way I can see the trial balance. For my company. So this is how we create a general ledger. Now we will be seeing how to create groups. For that, I will have to go to Gateway of Tally, create, and then groups. Then we will be creating Sundry Debtor ledger accounts. That is for the group for North Delhi debtors and Bhopal debtors under North Indian debtors. So our main creation will be this. This will be our primary group, and under that we will be having North Delhi debtors and Bhopal debtors. So here I will go to create group, North India. Yes. So here this is my primary group. that is liabilities, as debtors is liabilities, and then I will be creating the two, that is North Delhi debtors and Bhopal debtors. And this will be North India debtors. Here it is, the debtors which I created. And here same for Bhopal debtors. Same thing applies for this. And in this way I can create multiple general ledger groups, and also ledger I can also create general ledgers also. So have you all understood this? If not, you can see the video again and again, and if also then there is problem, you can mail me or comment in the video section. So this is it for creation of general ledger. Now we will be seeing this part is over. The practical part is over. Now we will be coming to the theory part. Here it is. Here now what it is given is that you have to create these all debtors also, that is South Indian debtors under sundry debtors, then Mysore debtors and sundry debtors under South Indian debtors. Then for Delhi we have created this North Delhi debtors and Bhopal debtors under North India debtors. So here this is only the theory part. We will be creating this. This is shown just the theory of how to create the general ledger. You can read through it. You can read it. Now create the ledgers for Ranson and Co and Milton and Co under North Delhi debtors. Go to Gateway of Delhi, that is, then create ledgers and then create multiple ledgers, and then you can do the needful. So this you have to create on your own, as I am holding it for some time, so you can copy it. Then North Delhi debtors is automatically pre-filled under the groups field, which I have selected directly. So now given below is a trial balance, means the data is been given, and what you have to do is you have to create the trial balance. You have to create the ledgers for the same. Now the predefined tally groups are given as follows, where P stands for predefined tally ERP9 group, L stands for ledger account, then NG is for new group, and NPG is for new primary group. So this is the particular which I will be providing you in the description, and you have to copy it, or I will be sending a link for Google Drive. You can download it from that drive. So this we will be performing in our next video. Here I will be explaining everything, how to create this thing, how to create trial balance, so that you will be able to create some trial balance and do the calculations by yourself. So the homework will be to create this. You will have to try this on your own. In my next video we will be discussing about this, and we will move on further. So this is it in this video. Bye, have a nice day.